So let's just get right into it. We're in the container garden, and this is this week's grow log. Last week, this container had the decorative planter items in it. They were taking their time, and I was very excited about this watermelon, so I put him in here. He was in a pot, very small 2-gallon pot with a tomato and an okra, and I have since moved him to this 10-gallon. I had all my colors mixed up last week. So the first Morning Glory planter has moonflower, Venetian dark purple, and white. This one here is Scarlet O'Hara and white. I'm very curious. I bought 3 types of red Morning Glory last year. I didn't get a single actual red bloom. They were all pink. So I've separated them so I can very much tell who is lying. This one here is red Piketty and white. I think that one might still be wrong. This one is Milky Way and pink. Flower planter of random flowers is doing good. We have a bud forming here. Very excited to see what that's going to turn into. My money's on bachelor buttons. My window planter of cantaloupes is this guy's doing really well, but they're getting big. This is a family heirloom tomato. When I took the other 2 plants out, this is where the watermelon and the okra was. I just filled it back up, and he's just been exploding ever since. Fig tree's doing awesome. When I got it, it had a little tiny leaf on it like this, but that's this leaf now, so it's definitely growing. Alrighty. Focus. So this is the Grandpa Otts and the white. This is the all white, all the time. This guy really came along this week. I'm very interested to go back and see what it looked like last week because I feel like it's grown quite a bit. The mustard planter is also doing very well. This single pea is over here doing its thing. I added a bird bath. So that's new. Something else interesting, my 3 cotyledon habanero pepper sprouted its first true leaves, also in sets of 3. Apparently tricotyledon plants grow very, very slow. Excuse me. And that's what he's doing, so we're just going to let him take his time. This is the pepper plant. Not sure what kind, because I didn't label anything and got it all messed up. I know that's a yellow tomato. Very excited for him. This planter is Moonflower, Venetian Light, which is more of a pink and white. This is the decorative planter, where I moved all the plants from the other decorative planter over. My Datura is doing well, so hopefully he'll get bigger. This one also was looking a little shrimpy, but he's looking better. Everything else in here is just kind of doing its thing. It's a couple of cantaloupes, a couple of hollyhocks, butterfly bush. Cypress vine is climbing, so we're going to have to get him a bigger trellis. Potato bucket. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to do about this guy. He is just, I'm trying to adjust my brightness. It's not working. Okay, anyway, this is going crazy. Apparently, per 5-gallon bucket, you're supposed to put 2 potatoes. I have 6 in here because I didn't double check my information, and now I have to get 2 more buckets. Also, the hay potatoes down on the ground started to come up, so that's super nice. But anyway, potatoes are going wild. Come on, it's all dark all of a sudden. I don't know why. All right, moving on. This is the pale blue and white morning glories. This is the mystery bush. It's just doing its thing. I'm still leaving it there. Oh, I added 2 new hanging planters. This one has a cantaloupe. No, sorry, zucchini. This is a new tomato that I got. This is a purple tomato. Very excited for that. And then this is the original cherry tomato planter. So as you can see, he's just doing awesomely. Very happy with that. Okay. Not much change in the blueberry bush. Hollyhocks are looking good. I also learned that, okay, so all of my brassicas and most of my radishes have this long root, and then they kind of lay over. I have come to learn recently that this will continue to fatten. This is the root, and it will continue to grow. So it's okay that it's exposed, it's okay that it's laid over, and if you leave it alone, it'll do exactly what it's supposed to. The sunflowers and random other brassicas in the back or in the front that were left over seem to be doing great. Could probably stand a little more dirt in that bucket, but it wasn't even supposed to be a planter, so. Random basils are doing well. The moonflower, third moonflower that's all by itself, is doing much better than the other two. I don't know why. I had to stake him because he kept trying to climb into the sunflowers. Nasturtiums are looking nice. Still no buds, but they're definitely taller, I think. I can't wait to compare videos. Oh, there's another datura back here. He was shrimpy and dying off. I'll probably stick him in the big planter. So yeah, that's most of the container garden. That's coming with me to the ground garden for Mr. Stripey seedlings. Hi, Muggsy. What's he doing? Smelling stuff. Okay. Hi, bud. What's he doing? Hi, Smelly. He's a good boy. Good morning. Here's that hummingbird again. Oh, here he comes. Taking his time because he's not sure about me. He might even land on the... This is a female, I think. Bye. Okay. This is my only best lavender plant. I will never grow lavender from seed again. This was very difficult. But anyway, this is a pink Piketty morning glory that has to come out. Oh, okay. And we're just gonna stick him right in the planter he's supposed to be in as soon as we find it. Red Piketty. Okay. So let's just do a little dig. Do a little plop. Alright. Hopefully he will continue to do something. Piketty morning glories have given me more trouble than I think that they might be worth. But anyway, we're going to grab this tray of goodness and head on down to the ground garden. So, we're on the ground. Come to join us. Hi, Smell. Meow. Meow. And there's Mr. Muggsy over there, taking himself on a walk. Anyway. Decorative cantaloupe is looking fine. There's my finished rain gauge. So happy with this. And here's Mau Mau coming to climb all over the garden. Excuse me. Okay, getting down to business. I still don't know what this is. I thought it was a pepper. It doesn't look like it's a pepper. And I'm just working with it. These tomatoes have absolutely shot up, I think, since last week. Very happy with them. Anyway, corn is looking good. Leaves are getting really broad, super nice, very verdant. Very happy with them. The herb bed is doing well. I realized that this here is actually the lemon basil that I've been so lusting after. Very happy to see that. Have some kale popping up under the basil. Mint's obviously doing good because it always does. And yeah, everything looks good here. Coriander that I transplanted last week looks great. A very nice surprise today was this. My first zucchini flowers. my zucchini flowers. These are my first ones. I am super psyched. I just saw them a couple of minutes ago. This is one of the frost plants that got the frostbite with that very late frost we had. And I don't even know how it's flowering because it barely has any leaves and it's so small. But super, super excited for that. My daikons are getting really large leaves. Happy to see that. It did get pretty cold last night. I don't think it frosted, but it was cold enough to frizz a couple of these spinach leaves off. So yeah, squashes and radishes are looking good. Can't believe I had my first flower. Super, super psyched about that. I tied up all of my cucumbers. I wasn't able to get the trellis I wanted in, and this is what we're doing instead. Just taking a little peeksy here. I think my cat's gonna try to stalk the dog. No, okay. Oh, maybe the dog's gonna stalk the cat. Ah, okay. I thought this was a butternut squash. I'm not actually sure what this is anymore. I'm just gonna roll with it. It's beautiful though. Tomatoes are looking good. Definitely looking bigger. I did nip off those first flowers. Here's a couple more. Here, you want to get your heart broken? Watch this. Oh no. Okay. 5 flowers. I'll probably stop doing that now. Because they are starting to bush out. And that's what I wanted, which is why I was picking the flowers. Hi, Stinky. What you doing? He's a good boy. Hello. Hello. Let's take a Mugsy break. Let's take a Mugsy break. He needs a Mugsy break. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He loves the garden. He does. What a good little man. He's such a love. All right. He got his pets. He's going away. Just checking on Mama. All right. Moving on. Like I said, tomatoes are looking good. These are the cucumbers that we planted to replace the ones that got frostbitten. They're just exploding. This week seems to be the catalyst. This week was just an explosion of growth. Let's do a check for... Oh, no way. This may or may not be raspberry bushes. That would be supremely cool. I dried them on that plate under there, and I couldn't get them off without possibly damaging the seeds. So I just put the whole plate in, and it seems like they're taking, which is super, super cool. Yep, the cabbage brassicas, Brussels sprouts / broccoli experiment is going good. Still don't know what anything is over here, but they seem to be very happy. Oh, Mugsy's guarding the door. What a little dude. Another tomato over here. This is the purple tomato that I got last week. There's one in the planter up there, and there is one right here in the garden. So I'm hoping that those continue to do well. My fingers smell like tomato plants. And real quick, I had some of those marigolds from that fallen tray, and I have put 3 on each side of the garden path. So that's great. And we added Mr. Stripey tomatoes. Where did I literally just put them? Well, at any rate, some are back there in that corner. Oh, and there's the other ones back there in that corner. And what else? And we got those peppers put in right here. And I believe this concludes our broadcast day. Peace out, my friends.